I love doing comedy here. Oh, it's magnificent. I did a show once, right? My zipper was down the entire performance. The entire show. It wasn't part of the show. I didn't walk out going, welcome to my happy place. Totally accidental. I knew something was wrong, right? Every time I kind of leant forward, the audience went, I did a joke about a stud's mutter. That did not go well. Get this, afterwards I got an email. Fy fan. An email. It said, you do know that your zipper was down the entire show. I mean, why are you sending emails? What do you do if someone has a heart attack? Do you send them a letter? Dear sir, you looked in considerable pain this afternoon. So I replied to that email, of course I did. I said, why didn't you tell me? They wrote back and said, we didn't want to embarrass you. You believe that? My little thing could have popped out. Career over, cancelled. I love it. Genuinely, I'm a happy person just to have you people in front of me now. Because for a while there, we didn't have you, you know? For a while, for comedy, we had to do it digitally. And if you think Swedes are difficult in real life, try having a chat with them on a computer. Because the great thing with you people is you don't turn your cameras on in digital meetings. No, none of you do. 2 years I did of that. Comedy to nobody. My kids would come in, look at the computer, look at me and go, there's nobody there, Papa. You've lost your mind. I did a show for a company in Umeå, right? I was doing the show. I was on for 7 minuter. I will try different words and numbers tonight. Sounds like a cat with fur balls, doesn't it? That's why James Bond was never Swedish. He could never have turned up and gone, hello, I'm Agent 00. 00. 7 minuter. I get an SMS. It says, Al, you need to turn your microphone on. 7 minutes. 7 minuter, them just watching me. Should we tell him? Nah. Let's just watch this for 6. Who? Tell him. It got worse. At the top it said, John Olsen has left the meeting. Digital walkout. But thank you so much for turning up, honestly. I genuinely love you. And I think that's my heart grows fonder for you as I get older. I turned 50, right? 50 is a weird age, because you think you're cool, but you're not. It's over. And my wife always says this to me. She says, om du ville fin, får du lite pin. If you don't understand Swedish, I can't help you right now. But it basically means if you want to look good, it's gonna hurt. And it does. I've started to get hairier in places I don't want to get hairy. I've started to get hairy ears. Hairy ears. No romance has ever begun because of hairy ears. There's no shaving ad. The best a man can get. I have to shave my ears. And I know there's younger people here going, it won't happen to me. My skin is like a dolphin's. It will. Probably overnight. You probably can see it down the front. I've got nasal hairs. Out of control, this stuff is. You're regretting your seat choice. Some days I have to pull them out like that. I'm crying in the corner of the house. Like a nasal Rapunzel, just going, oh. My kids are like, what's wrong, Papa? I'm like, oh, du vil fan for du lille pen. It hurts. These are the worst, though. These are the worst. The eyebrows, I have no control over them. The age of 49, everything looked good. 50, explosion. Couldn't believe it. They just grow. They just go, I'm going that way, I'm going to go that way. I can pick up Wi-Fi with these. Can log into internet with my eyebrows. The other day, right, no lie, I was looking out the window, I was like, fee farn, that window needs cleaning. It was just my hair hanging over. I had one eye for a day. I try to look after them. I look at ladies, actually. Some of you ladies, you really look after your eyebrows. I salute you for that. Some ladies look after them more than they should. Some ladies, they take them off. Their own eyebrows, removed. And then they draw them back on. And I'm here to tell you, we can't tell the difference. You just take them off, remove them, gone. Then you get a black marker pen and draw them back on. Constantly surprised all day. I love that look. Because you see that look, don't you? 3 o'clock in the morning that... I love that look. Often the eyebrows got matching lips as well, kind of. Like a baboon's little arse, it is kind of. I can't do that. Mine are ginger, I can't do that. I can't just shave them off and glue cheese doodles on them. Walk around town like a giraffe. It's a miracle, and I love it. The 50 is good. Try to be cool. I don't go to many nightclubs and parties. I go to more conditories, you know. That's where my people are right now. Conditori. You know the conditori? I love a little conditori. I go to the ones where I go there to feel young, basically. You walk in, you're the only one with a good pulse. There's always an old lady at the counter going, we're not paying for porter! And then you look around and there's just individual old people sitting on their own, waiting for people who are not going to turn up. You know, sometimes they throw scarves over the chairs. One lady was in there, she was like a caffeine matador. Have you ever tried to get a chair off an old person? Very difficult. Not when they're in it, of course. Give it here, Gunilla. I get protective of my chairs as well, if I'm honest. I'll lay that on you. The other day I was in the cafe and a guy just sat down opposite me. Didn't even ask if the chair was spare. I got angry. Swedish angry. I didn't say anything. I just waited. I waited and I looked, and every time he looked at me, I looked away like that. So things do change. I've tried to get more healthy. I tried doing running, and I did everything. I even tried those outdoor gyms. You know the outdoor gyms? I love those. All over Sverige they are. I can understand an outdoor gym in Miami or Los Angeles. Not -8 in Flynn. And it's just always full of old people just working out. Some of them are just stuck on rails. Help me down, Birgitta. Help me. There's always another one in the corner. Vem är du? Jag är döden. The cold. That's what annoys me about you people. Your attitude to the cold. Because where I'm from, if it's cold, you shut the schools, you close the cities, you stay inside, warm. Not you people. You people, it's -8, let's get out there. Allihopa, come on. Kids are playing on their little Xbox, happy. You grab the controller, you put them in those little suits where they can't feel their faces with their hands. You're like, get out there, get your snow angel on, get your luftfrisk. My neighbour skis to work. Skis. Unbelievable it is. I see him out there, there's a bus stop, and I just see him skiing to work. He's got his backpack with his laptop in it. He's basically doing the office version of scrutiny. Scrutiny. Not a difficult word to say at all. Scrutiny. Sorry to the front row there, you're all right. I love scrutiny. Skiing and shooting. Fy fan. What are we doing tomorrow? Skiing and shooting. Next day, trampolining and shaving. Bra, Sverige, bra. I never go out. Don't like going out. I saw a child fall over on the ice the other day. Just... Okay, if you want to laugh at that, that's fine. Some people get their kicks from everything. Child on the ice. Row 17, seat 12, out. And I was there, I was with the mother or the owner of the child. The child falls over, right? I'm a human being, right? I thought I could help. And then she said, no, let them fall. If they learn, they will. I was like, okay, Yoda, relax. I hate that kind of parenting. Do you know those kind of parents? Child falls out of a tree. Let them fall. If they bounce, they will do. Throw them in the water. Let them swim. They can't swim, you know. But I can't do with that. I'm a human being. I've got a heart. So I moved forward and then she stopped me. Not with physical. She just went, ah, pop, 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 pop. Ah, pop, 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 pop. Fy fan, those are some strong words. 50 years of age, I hear, ah, pop, pop. I just froze. I wasn't moving a centimetre. Up, up, up. Up, up, up could stop a wild horse, couldn't it? Up, up, up. It's like security alarms. You don't need those in banks. Everyone tries to rob a bank. Imagine if they came in going, give us your penga. You don't need alarms. You just need someone to go, up, 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 up. They'd be like, fy fan, förlåt. I've made wrong choices. Because security alarms, sirens, you don't care at all. There's people here. One of them goes off, you couldn't give a shit. If you're in your house and a car alarm goes off, you don't move at all. If it's not yours, you just turn up the volume on Melody Festivalen. It's like when I first came here and I heard Hesa Frederick for the first ever time. Hesa Frederick. That was not explained to me. I was having a coffee with my wife. It was a Monday afternoon. And I just hear outside, oh. I said to my wife, what the hell's that? She's like, your father. It's just the war alarm. It's the fucking what? It's the what? Then I look around, the rest of the people are just walking around. Nobody gives a shit. It's the most depressing alarm. Sounds like a cow dying in a field. Nothing changes. You don't react at all as people. But then the glass Bielen arrives. He's great. The guy's like, yeah. You lose your shit. Military action. It's here. Delongt. The neighbours are out. Go. Get the piggerling. Because what? I mean, that's the highlight of summer, isn't it? No. It's brilliant. I love it. I had a fantastic summer. I went out on a boat. If you've been on a boat, loved it. This other boat went past, little Swedish flag behind. We got closer to them. The whole family on this other boat were doing this. The entire family. I said to my wife, I don't know much about boating, but that is an SOS. Let's turn the ship around and save some souls. She's like, She said, it's just Swedish people. That's what we do. It's just Swedish people being friendly. Which is a sentence I'd never heard before. But by the end of the week, I was loving it. I was waving to everything. I was like Forrest Gump. I was like, big boat. And it works on water, does not work on land. Try your random friendly wave on land, not the same. Try it tomorrow, just outside the supermarket. Just wave to a complete stranger. Just across the car park. No, I don't know you. Just being friendly. They will not wave back. Supermarkets. Oh man, if I had a job, my wife doesn't think I could do any job. She thinks this is it, just a clown. She's probably correct. I've got a few dream jobs though. I love the big supermarkets, you know, the big ones. And you go to get milk and there's somebody in the fridge. You know that person just filling the milk up? Fy fan, I'd love that job. Just for a week I'd be in there in my underpants. Moving shit around like a lactose-free Houdini. Every now and again they'd go to grab their milk, I'd just wait and then I'd grab their arm like that. Be fine, it's cold in here, it's cold. Put my little nipple up against the window. You ever had eye contact with a person in the fridge? Freakiest moment of your day. You can't just continue with your normal life. You've just said hello to someone in the fridge. I'm walking along, I'm like, shit, not out there. Behind the glass, I'm like, shit, not out there. Warm. Help. Love the supermarket people, though. Good on them. Supermarket people do that thing, don't they? And the other day it happened to me. I couldn't find the chips. Couldn't find chips. So I had to ask a member of staff. That's always terrible, isn't it? And she looked at me and she worked out if I was intelligent enough for directions or not. Very quickly she went, nah. So she just went, yo, and just walked, and I had to follow her. I felt like a child who had lost their parents. It's the walk of shame. I was just behind her. She got to the chip, she was like, there they are, you dickhead. Can you find your way out? This is a good life, though, isn't it? I think one of my highlights of why my summer, right? We had a summer wedding. Summer wedding has to be in this country, doesn't it? Nobody wants a winter wedding. Not in that shit. You know, the bride coming in on a pulka, stuff like that. We come out the church, they're throwing slask at you. Although at our wedding, they threw reis at us. Reis. Reis. Where I'm from, you throw glitter, confetti, happy stuff. Not things you can eat. Who goes to a wedding with food in their pockets? Okay, reis, smorgastorta, blueberry supper, here come the happy couple. No one told me. Came out of the church, got hit by half a kilo of rice. And apparently if they really like you, they throw couscous. It's softer. My wife organised the whole day. She's brilliant. Because you're not allowed to throw reis anymore. You know that? Va. I love this audience. Va. Get me the internet. No, there was too many birds dying and Sverige went, nay. We're going to have rules. And they were, what about Corona? Nah, don't worry about that, but rules here. No reis, no reis. My wife organised the whole day. She's brilliant. What a wonderful human being she is. Thank you. That freaked me out a little bit. I was just going to think she's behind me, isn't she? No, she is. And I think it was more of a trust issue than anything else. She couldn't believe I could do anything right. I had to organise one thing, right? She organised the whole thing. One thing she gave me was I had to organise from the Bröllopsfest, right? The transport for her and I, newly married, to the hotel. 2 kilometres. I thought, I can't screw this up, can I? Can I? So I went online, I got this vintage car, chauffeur-driven, white suit, hat. I thought, very expensive, but I've kicked this out of the park. It turns up, I get closer to the car, I've booked a 2-seater. Herregud. The driver's there. My wife gets in. I have to run behind the car. 2 kilometres, just running like that. in my suit. I felt like the Secret Service bringing the president back to the White House. The golden goose is arriving, the golden goose. My wife doesn't really trust me on much. I think it's numbers as well. I get mixed up with numbers. Like we were lifting a sofa the other day, and she just looked at me and she went, 1, 2, 3, okay. I didn't know not what the hell's happening. 1, 2, 3, okay. Okay, we're going on 3, we're going on hey. She's like, 1, 2, 3, okay. Hey. She just threw it over me like hulking. I think this country revolves on numbers though, don't you? You love some numbers. Like you talk weak numbers. Can we stop this? People come up to me and go, it's week 12, I can't meet you week 13. I was like, I don't think we're gonna meet. I don't know what the shit you're talking about. Give me a date, I'll be there. I think by law we should get rid of weak numbers. The only person that should weak numbers as their job is the bamushka. The bamushka. The bamushka and I did not get on. I throwed in a few jokes, you know. She'd talk about weak numbers. I said, we're having a baby or a calendar. She didn't laugh. She didn't laugh. I remember the day of the birth, the bamushka and I walked into the room, the birthing room. Obviously, my wife was there as well. It wasn't just me and the bamushka walking around. My wife was worried about having a child with me. Terrified. Because the process starts straight away, the stress. I have no advice for you in this show. I just want to make you laugh as much as possible. But I'll give you this. If you're the one not having the child, zip it. You've caused enough trouble, don't get involved. Don't say anything, don't say something, say nothing. I said to my wife, don't worry though, I'm here. Didn't seem to help, I'll be honest. And then I said this, and I'm an idiot, right? I just said, but don't forget though, remember, we've got to breathe, breathe. I can feel the energy off every woman in this room. Breathe? If you'd said that to me, I would have killed you. Because that's what you're told in life, isn't it? Breathe! If you get stressed, breathe! I'll be honest with you, I've never forgotten to breathe. I just keep doing it. Not once have I left the house going car keys, mobile, oxygen, and collapsed. I just keep breathing. Breathe, I said to my wife, and at that point I didn't think she wanted me to breathe anymore. I went to the corner of the room and I played Fruit Ninja. The child arrived. Comes out with music, I did not know that, but it's... Now, I think this country is the greatest country in the world, but I think sometimes you give too much information or no information. I never get the right amount of information. Because what happened next confused me and still does. The bamushka started walking towards me with the child. To me. She was walking towards me like she was working in a restaurant and she was presenting a bottle of wine. I was like, that's a very good year, we'll take that. The bamushka then looked at me and said, open your shirt. Va? Open your shirt! I was like, oh, fy fan förlåt. I know we're all a bit tired, but I don't have the milk. The barmushka got angry straight away. She's like, "Ordna din sköta!" Don't know what language that was, but it was aggressive. Ordna din sköta! I had a pot button shirt, I just went... The barmushka did not laugh at all. And then she said, "Lie on the sofa!" Remember, I don't know what's going on. I'm thinking, have I forgotten to read a chapter in the book? I'm lying there with my belly hanging out. I'm thinking, fy fan, are they going to put it back in me? I'm lying there, I'm like, paint me like one of your French girls. And you're all intelligent people, better than I am. You know what this is. It's skin on skin. I did not know this. So then the barmushka just places the child on me. And the child just sits on my chest. That doesn't sit, obviously. It doesn't sit. That would be freaky as hell. It can't sit. It cannot sit. If you're pregnant now and you're thinking, I wonder if our one will sit. It won't sit. It can't, after a minute, just sit up. Nah. If it does, you need to run. You've given birth to Satan or something. Just sitting on your chest looking at you. No, it cannot sit, obviously. It's all floppy and fun. It's beautiful and warm, and you've got this newborn life, and I'm confused and I don't know what's going on, but this baby's here. And then the emotions begin. Hard to describe these emotions, but I'll give it my best shot. It's like when you've been drinking gin and your brain goes, you're gonna vomit. But your other part of your brain goes, you're gonna cry. So you just start making this emotional kind of... Your friends are looking at you going, what's gonna happen next? You're like, I made that noise because my newborn son had grabbed my chest hair and was now scalping me live. They are strong little shits. And you can't get angry with a 2-minute-old child. That's not cool parenting. You can't go, fy fan, get the fuck off. You're like, looking over the barmushka, staring at me. I'm like, my wife's looking at me. I'm like, my wife looks at me and then she goes, breathe. Just breathe. And I did. I've got these kids now, big and bigger. I love them. Very difficult to communicate with kids, though. They don't seem to discuss much verbally. I'll ask my kids a simple question. They'll reply in TikTok dance. How was your day at school? And they'll... And I'll say, that's not helping us here. What do you want for dinner? And they're like, green, green grass, blue, blue sky. You better hurry on the day. Die. Nate, that's not helping us at all. I've never had that kind of communication ever. I'm 50 years of age. I've never discussed things like that with my friends. Not once has my friend said, "Hey Al, do you want to go down to the pub?" And I've gone, "Yeah, I'm a savage. Nasty, nasty, savage. I'm a savage. I'm a savage. Nasty, nasty, savage." That man's horrified face will stay me forever. He'll just like... I think parenting is a tough thing. 70% is just kind of looking after them. 30% just hide. That's all I do. I spend days in the dush just hiding. My kids are like, "Are you in there, Papa?" I'm like, "Nah." So I open the door, I'm like, "Ah, pap, 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 pap." They're like, "Fy fan, förlåt, paps, förlåt." I think I find it hard to connect with my kids because I struggle to prata svenska. And I've tried, and I have this weird dialect that no one seems to understand. And it's so tough, because you have these words that my tongue just can't get round. You got like lizard tongues. My tongue's not a lizard tongue. It's like a turtle's tongue. It's just kind of tired and... It's good with postage stamps, nothing else. And I try so hard. But every now and again, there's just this word that just bangs me in the back of the head, and I go, "What does that mean?" Like grönsaker, green things. That's quite anything, isn't it? That's green. My wife said, "Go to the supermarket, get some grönsaker." I didn't know if she wanted Shrek or broccoli. One of the weird ones recently, she came up, she goes, "Don't go outside, there's murder sniggles." What the hell? Murder sniggles? It's almost like you've gone, "We'll take that word and that word. Yeah, that's murder sniggles." I was terrified. "Don't go outside, there's murder sniggles." I thought there'd be loads of snails just holding knives like that. "We're gonna kill you, but it'll take some time." My wife loses her mind over murder sniggles. As a nation, I think you overreact. Every single time. It's after like 3 glasses of red wine for my wife, and then she gets red teeth and she goes, "Ah! Let's get the murder sniggles!" She puts on a pan lamper and she's out there in the garden like a drunk Rambo. It's like Jurassic Park. She's like, "Got one!" Got one. I love that. Got one! Fy fan. What do you mean you got one? You got the slowest animal on the earth. So I was going to see the pan lamper and go, "Ha ha, fy fan," and run off. Just goes, "Ah, nah." Drops its knife. You know what my wife does with the murder sniggles? She puts them in the freezer. Exactly. I don't know if this is scientifically proven, but she believes you put them in there and they die slowly and it's a more peaceful death. Seems mental to me. It also freaks me out because I forget they're in there. A week later, I say to the kids, "You want some lasagna?" Ah! There's like 3 murder sniggles just staring at me. Murder sniggle. I think one of my favourites, though, great word, snuskhummer. It's an unbelievable word. Snuskhummer. How did you come up with that? How did you get so angry you called someone a perverted lobster? Yes, newscomer. And I love watching Attenborough. I'm a big fan of Attenborough. He's never, on any of his documentaries, sea life, wildlife, mentioned the newscomer. Not once. Never seen one in sea life, and he's gone, and here we are on the west coast of Sverige. Under the rock, the perverted lobster waits. Here it comes now, the snuscomber. This thing just comes out, la 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 la. Hey, la 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 la, la 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 la. It's never happened. It's just the words, man. It's just words. I had a great summer. I went to a grill. I was in the kitchen, right, at someone's house on my own, like I am at most social events. And then the host of the party came in, right, the grill, and he was carrying strawberries. He put the strawberries down. And then as he's about to walk out, I did that stupid thing, and I said, "Can I help you?" Don't ever do that, Stairs. Just let them. Don't be a hero. And he went, "Oh, yeah!" Turned around, pointed to the strawberries, pointed to me and went, "Snopper, you're goobener." And then he closed the door. Huh? Nah. Maybe it's a Viking thing or something. Maybe this is why the Swedish ones taste different. So I got a few of them and I was just like this. And then just as I'm about to kind of connect, the door opens and the guy goes, "Ah! Snus, come out!" But I wish I'd grown up here. Because as a student, as a child, it must be a great place to dream. You know, you have that dream, don't you, here? You could be going like, you finish school and you have a studenten. I've never had a studenten. What a dream that must be. Watching, like, you know, you just see these trucks go past full of kids drunk, listening to E-Type. I love it. My favourite part now is going down and seeing where the tourists are, and I look at them and the truck goes past, and I go, "Oh, it's awful, isn't it?" They're like, "Why, what's happening here?" I said, "Oh, they're all the failed students. They didn't do well in their exams. They put them in the back of the truck. They're driving them out of town. We won't see them again." Wave. They're like, "Nah." I'm like, "Yo." I said, "That's why the parents are holding photos of their children." They haven't seen them for years. Studenten's brilliant. You've got to be congratulated on that. Love the whole idea, the whole look of it's brilliant. There's a few things that are weird here, traditional-wise. Like recently from America, you've taken Halloween, haven't you? Halloween. Halloween doesn't belong in Sverige. I'll tell you why. Because you people don't know when it is, do you? Every single year, there's 2 weeks of utter confusion. Someone gets on the bus dressed as Freddy Krueger going, "It's today, isn't it? It's today." You're like, "It's nästa vecka, Gloria, for fuck's sakes." It's not week 37, it's week 38. But Don't ever lose those traditions. Keep them, they're magnificent. You know what my wife bought me for my 50th birthday? She bought me tickets to a cool slap. Don't know if you're laughing at the gift or the way I've said it. My wife bought me tickets to a cool slip. There's some people going, I still don't get it. I don't get it. When this is on TV, there'll be subtitles and everything. There'll be a whole nation going, ah, yeah. Kuslap. I think the reason why I can't say kuslap is because in New Zealand we don't have kuslaps. Maybe we do, but we don't have to buy tickets for that shit. In New Zealand, the farmer just opens the door and the cows just walk out. No one sees it. Not here. This kuslap, 1,000 people. Hottest ticket in town, sold out, 1,000 people. I was behind two grown adults who said to each other, I hope it's a good kuslap today. I was like, you need to get out more. And lower the expectations on the kuslap. The cows aren't in there all winter rehearsing dances for you. Just go out there and enjoy it, sister. Doors open, they're like, eh, Macarena. It's never gonna happen. They're cows. They just walk out, they go, hoo. Everyone's like, hey, Sir Frederick, it's hey, Sir Frederick. Swedish people were applauding the cows. Bra, koslap. Best one since 2017. Blah. You can't write that kind of comedy. And afterwards, in the car park, they were selling beef burgers and milkshakes. Unbelievable! The van, you could see the smoke coming across the field. And the cows are like chewing on, going, there's Susan, I can smell Susan. I haven't seen Susan for years. Oh, well. But I keep learning and I keep loving you. I had a game of Cub last summer. Cub. What a game that is. It's like chess for idiots, isn't it? I'd never played Cub in my life. And people get angry. They're like, I don't care if you're 3, those are the rules. We had a friendly game of Cub. Yes, exactly. That does not exist. It was organised by my neighbour, Leffe. My wife said, play nicely, he plays for fun. I see Leffe's got a toolkit on, belt, double glasses, 3 measuring tapes and a pencil. I'm like, he's not here for fun, he's here to destroy my name. What I don't understand about Cub is you have different rules for different houses and different families. And you wonder where the confusion and the arguments come from. Different rules for different houses and different families. It blows my mind. We started this game, right? I got told the rules, I didn't listen. I just hear... All I hear at the end of the rules is, hit the king, hit the king. The winner will hit the king. So I was like, I'll go first. All the neighbours were there, I grabbed the stick and I went, and I hit the king. I'm like, yeah, absolute chaos with the neighbours. Neighbours losing their minds. Left face in the corner like this, having a stroke. We started that game at 9 o'clock in the morning. It was now dark. He told me to throw it overarm. He told me to do... I just didn't like the game. I hated the existence of Cub and Liffey. We got down to the final throw. I thought maybe this is it. Maybe this is my calling. So I grabbed the stick. I looked at the king and threw. It hit the king. Now, the neighbors still say that I overreacted. I took my shirt off. I started running around. I was like, Champione, Champione. I dabbed a few of them. I was doing TikTok dances to others. I went up to Leffe. I was like, Sue! Leffe was like, nah. You did not listen, did you? Oh, no. I told you on the final throw, you throw it through your legs. Va? Have you heard such horseshit in your entire life? Have you ever watched the javelin in the Olympics and they've gone, oh, no. For the final throw, you know you do that, but we're thinking of mixing it up this time. How about you spin it around your head and shoot it out your ass? Just a suggestion. It's never happened, never will. Through the legs, Leffe's like, oh. I thought the neighbours would support me. I was like, really? They're all like, oh, yeah. Don't get involved, yeah. So I got angry. Didn't mean to get angry. Grabbed the stick. And with all the force in the world, I went for victory. Now, before I finish this story, I need to quickly ask, has anyone ever hit themselves in the private parts while playing Cub? That's what happened. Too much adrenaline, too competitive. I grabbed like this and I just went... Just clipped my plums. That's all I did. 49, they're up here. 50, they've gone. It was summertime, they were out for a walk. I'm full of adrenaline and I just go... Just clip them like that. I don't know if you've hurt yourself so badly for the first 3 seconds you don't make any noise. And then this high-pitched noise that I've never been able to reproduce began. There was dogs in the neighborhood going, reindeers in Norland just running in circles. Seagulls flying into windows. I hit the ground. My kids ran over there like, what's wrong, Papa? I said there'll be no more children in our family. Get the frozen peas, wipe the murder sniggles off. Do you know what Leffe and the rest of them did? They continued playing. While I was nearly dying, they played over me. My wife didn't care. She's like, breathe, just breathe. She did that tone of, if it's that bad, see a doctor. You know when your partner's had enough of your antics? If it's that bad, off. And I did. I had to go and see a doctor because they just didn't stop. Most pain I've ever been in. I just walked into the hospital like this. I went up to reception. They're like, how have you done this? Sporting injury. What, pole vaulting, MMA, wrestling? Cub. Receptionist began laughing. Something about 20 years, never seen someone injured by cope. Then he said, take a seat. I said, I'd rather stand, thank you. I saw the doctor an hour later. I explained what happened. I said, it was final throw, through the legs, I've clipped my plums. He's like, nah. I'm like, ooh. He's like, nah. He starts looking at me, examining me. Obviously, he's a bit further down. Then all of a sudden, he starts getting angry. He goes, nah. I'm like, ooh. He's like, no. On the final throw, you throw it over your shoulder. And at that moment, I thought I could not love a place more. Thank you so much for coming tonight. This is the final show. Take care of each other. Puss, puss. Thank you for letting this be my happy place. Kram, hej då.